very hostile. It's such a hostile media. It's so sad. You asked me about, no, you rudely interrupted him. You rudely interrupted him. Go ahead. I really believe it begins with the media. If you would cover, and there was a very interesting story written in a very good paper recently that talked about the fact that it isn't good what the media is doing, and that I do have the right to fight back because I'm treated very unfairly. So I do fight back, and I'm fighting back not for me. I'm fighting back for the people of this country. Why do I like Oprah? What kind of a question is that?
Yeah, just asking, just curious. But the real question,
he's a comedian here.
The follow-up.
You heard my answer. Good. Here we go.
That, if you don't mind, Mr. President,
come on.
that this campaign, your campaign.
Wait.
If I may ask one other question, Mr. President, if I may ask one other question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President, I was going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President,
that's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other question, if I may ask, on the Russia investigation. Are you concerned that you may have?
I'm not concerned about anything with the Russian investigation because it's a hoax. That's enough. Put down the mic.
Mr. President, are you worried about indictments coming down in this investigation?
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Well, I'm not a big fan of yours either, so
I understand.
To be honest.
So let me ask you a question if I can. You repeatedly said...
You are the best.
Mr. President, you repeatedly, over the course of the...
just sit down, please. Thank you very much.
Why are you...
Sit down.
But the question...
Go ahead.
Mr. President,
no.
just wait, if it's unfair to the country...
Sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. I'm not responding. I'm responding to... Excuse me, I'm not responding to you. I'm talking to this gentleman. Will you please sit down? Excuse me, would you please sit down? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Very hostile. It's such a hostile media. It's so sad. You asked me about... No, you rudely interrupted him. You rudely interrupted him. Go ahead. No, that's enough. No. It was President Obama that allowed it to happen. Had nothing to do with me. No, please, behind you. Go ahead. Excuse me. I didn't. Excuse me. You are not called on.
What about with Congress?
Please go ahead.
How do you see your role as a moral leader, Mr. President? Just how do you see your role as a moral leader?
Go ahead. There's so many people. I'm sorry.
As a moral leader, though.
But then I see the hostility of questions in the room. I come in here as a nice person wanting to answer questions, and I have people jumping out of their seats screaming questions at me. I don't know why you'd say that. It's such a racist question.
There are some people that say that now the Republican Party is seen as supporting white nationalists because of your rhetoric. What do you make of that?
I don't believe it. I don't know. Why do I have my highest poll numbers ever with African Americans? Why do I have among the highest poll numbers? Excuse me. But to say that, what you said is so insulting to me. It's a very terrible thing that you said. So when I don't do them, you say, what's wrong? When I do them, you say, what's wrong? And when I go in the middle, you say, what's wrong? But in the middle, you know that, John. Right? Yeah, sort of right. Okay, please, go ahead. No, go ahead. But go ahead. What's your next question? Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
Just on that.
More exciting question than that, please.
Second one. Michael Cohen recently said you called black voters stupid.
That's false.
Omarosa has accused you of using the N-word, and the rapper Little John has said you called him Uncle Tom. What's your response?
I don't know who Little John is. He
was on The Apprentice.
I don't know. Oh, he was? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see.
Have you ever made racist remarks?
No, I would never do that, and I don't use racist remarks. And you know what? If I did, you would have known about it. I've been hearing there are tapes for years and years. There are tapes. Number one, I never worried about it because I never did. I never used racist remarks. I've never used racist remarks. Okay.
Well, one point of fact. One point of fact, because you told her you have the highest approval among African Americans. It's just 8%, sir, single digits.
See, when you talk about division, it's people like this that cause division. Great division. No, point of fact is that I never used a racist remark. That's the point of fact. Who are you from? Yahoo, good. I hope they're doing well. You've been reading the same documents as I have. You know exactly what I'm doing. So go ahead. What's your next question? I'm surprised you asked me that question. I do not. Go ahead, please. I really believe it begins with the media. If you would cover, and there was a very interesting story written in a very good paper recently that talked about the fact that it isn't good what the media is doing, and that I do have the right to fight back because I'm treated very unfairly. So I do fight back, and I'm fighting back not for me. I'm fighting back for the people of this country. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Damn bird.